guys. I'm Jo Labbé. I'm your host here this evening for Soul Connections. It's an evening of healing and divine messages. I guess that's the best way to put that. So welcome, you guys. I'm glad to see, Rob, that you are in the house. And of course, I will pull cards for you and Julie. This is our evening of connection. And so this is what we do to heal ourselves. And as we begin to heal ourselves, we get to heal our little corner of the community. The more we do our own personal growth and our own personal journey, we get to share and spread that healing energy to all the people that we're connected to. And sometimes as healers, we need a little helping hand. We get so busy helping other people that we forget to stop and take time to do our own work. And so that's what this Wednesday evening connection is all about. It's I'm here to guide you on how to connect with your soul and do your own personal healing. And then afterwards, I draw cards for you and see what messages your spirit team has in store for you this evening. So yes, good evening, guys. Nice to see you, Karen and Lindsay. Nice. Hi, Cassandra. I was hoping to see you this past weekend, but I know we had all the crazy storms. So I hope you stayed safe through all that. Hi, Mary. Nice to see you. And Cindy, good. Glad to see you guys. This is, there's Rob's chiming in. Yes. So we are, getting ourselves, it always takes a little while for everybody to get on and get connected. So I try to give a little space for that. And so the best way for us to get the energy out and the healing out and is by having you guys like it and share it on your pages. The more that we are able to do that, the more we are able to sort of spread the healing energy. You never know who might need it and click on and find some hope and some inspiration as well as some healing. So that's the way that you guys can help out your little corner of the world. And, every time you comment, it shows up more in your feed. So feel free to comment away, especially if you would like a card pulled for you. Don't forget to say, yes, please, because I'll be happy to pull one for you when we get done with the meditation and the healing. And, remember that as you do this healing, you get to guide it on what you want to work on. If you would like, you can set an intention of something that you would like to shift or you would like to move. And today is a very strong, energetic day for that because today is August 8th, which may sound like nothing. But those of you who do astrology work, you may have heard of the Lion's Gate. So this is the 8/8 of every year is a strong surge of energy that allows us to create additional change in our lives. So you may be working on healing something physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual within you, but you can also use this time to set some really strong intentions through your energy body and clear any resistance you have to bringing something new in. So, for example, if you are trying to bring in more money into your life, as we're doing the clearing, you can see any places where there is stuck energy. You may feel that, you may sense that, or you may just have a journey through that. But as you hold that intention that you're clearing any resistance that you have to abundance or money, then you can use that throughout the healing to really create some new avenues for the divine to help support you in creating abundance. Yes. So Rob is pointing out, and Mercury is in retrograde and conjunct to the sun today. Yes. all of this planetary stuff is ideal. It may feel like chaos, and it may feel like everything is just sort of difficult to work right now, but that is the best time to do the work, because the universe and all the planets are creating a special type of energy that we can use to help fuel our intention and create what we are missing in our lives. Hi, Adrienne. Nice to see you in the house tonight. So we're going to, start to get started. Of course, Cindy Lynn, you may have one. So if you would like a card drawn for you after the meditation, remember just to say yes, please, or may I have a card? And I will go through them in order of the people who asked. I am somebody who will go through the cards until I am complete. So generally lately that's been going till around 8:30. So just hang in there and try not to ask a second time, because it's hard for me to keep track of everybody. And know that I will get to you because I'm doing it in order that you ask. Just so you know. Hi, Neshi. I'm so glad you made it to the show. How do you like my new color choice for the wording and stuff? I chose pink on pink. And I've been playing around with some of the different ways that Be Live lets us fiddle with our shows. And so I wanted to see down below here, how to make that different. So I've been using different colors. I'm setting a different tone and a different vibration. So, all right, so let's get ourselves ready. For those of you who it's the first time that you've listened to me, I am going to make some clearing noises. They sound a little like burps or squawks, depending on how deep and how old the clearing is for the entire group. The clearing energy works whether you are watching it live or you are watching it in the recording. So don't think that because you miss out on a live show that you're actually missing out on the healing. You can watch the show over and over if you'd like, and you will get more and more healing from it. So that's how this works. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Nash. I appreciate that. So with that, try to get comfortable. And to do that, you want to make sure you're either sitting or lying down with your arms and your legs uncrossed. Hi, Jacqueline. Nice to see you. Glad you're in the house.
Yeah.
And if you are sitting on the floor, cross-legged, just make sure that your legs are laying on top of each other rather than crossed, because you have to cross them exactly perfect for the energy to not get caught and continue to flow. So make sure that you are allowing space for the energy to run through your body easily and fully. Oh, thank you, Cindy Lynn. Thank you for sharing and getting it out there.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're ready to go. So we're going to start by calling in the divine energy, however you perceive that. So whether you connect to God or Goddess, or if you connect to Creator or the universe, or maybe you call in oneness or consciousness or Great Spirit. However it speaks to your soul to connect to your divine, access that in this moment of now.
Yeah.
And we ask the divine to surround and protect us in a bubble of infinite love and infinite light, so that we can feel safe and secure in receiving the divine healing energy this evening.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you might want to create another bubble around the room or the space that you're in if it will allow you to feel more relaxed and more secure in your connection. Kind of like creating a special cocoon around your room as well as around yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to invite in your spiritual team, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your animal totems, your mystical creatures, your master teachers, the star beings, the highest, fullest, and brightest vibration of divine energy that you are able to access in this moment of now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And we ask our spiritual team to guide us through this healing, to align us with our true self and our fullest, brightest health and well-being. Whether it is physical health we are seeking, emotional health we are seeking, mental health that we are seeking, or even spiritual health and spiritual health.
Yeah.
So we begin by calling the divine energy in through the top of our head, through our crown, expanding and opening our connection to the divine energy to the best of our ability.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as the energy comes in, we ask it to clear away any distractions that we may have, any thoughts, ideas, beliefs, or patterns that may be spinning in our energy, spinning in our head, or causing us to worry or have anxiety, so that we may use all of our senses to choose and create the direction of our life and our life choices.
Yeah.
Releasing the inner critic who may speak louder than our intuition can be felt, allowing it to quiet, come into balance as well.
Yeah.
Beginning to clear the energy in our throat and all of the ways that we express who we are, whether that is through speaking or doing or being.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And really give yourself a moment to release any words that you've held onto, things that you didn't say that needed saying, times that you bit your tongue, or releasing the vibration of words that were said in anger, whether by you or by someone else.
Yeah.
And in so doing, opening the ears so that you can hear clearly your guides, your messengers, your spiritual team, but also those people around you
Yeah.
who act as messengers by saying what needs to be said,
Yeah.
but also so you may be heard in what you ask for and what you need.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Opening all your avenues of self-expression, releasing the stress and the tension that you may hold on to
Yeah.
in the back of your neck,
Yeah. Yeah.
and releasing the energy off of your shoulders, all the burdens that you carry for yourself and for others, those you have chosen, those that have been given to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
For in this moment of now, this is your time and your healing, and all those responsibilities can be picked up and used when you are done.
Gain. Ganaina.
But in this moment, it is all about you and your healing. For you cannot give from an empty well.
Yeah.
And moving down your spine and allowing the energy to clear and release anything stuck in any part of your spinal column, allowing you to feel held and supported by the divine energy, releasing all the times that you've had to will yourself through to get things done.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Or times that you've looked to other people for support and they have been unable to do that in a way that you needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And moving into the lungs and clearing and expanding
Yeah.
all the energy in there,
Yeah.
all the pockets,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
for clearing your lungs will allow you to breathe life fully.
Yeah.
And any stuck energy makes it difficult on many levels. It can be anxiety producing,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
may cause coughing or wheezing, asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, and that energy gets stuck. So allowing all of the nooks and crannies in the lungs to be cleansed, cleared, and opened.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And now moving into the heart and clearing away any sadness, any grief, even disappointment that you've been holding on to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or any energy that your inner child may be holding on to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any trauma that the inner child may be holding for you, releasing them from that burden.
Yeah. Oh.
So you have space to feel joy and wonderment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And opening your connection to your inner child so that any needs that your child has, you can parent and be the adult in your child's life. You get to take control
Yeah.
of that aspect, that energy that lies within you.
Yeah. Wanai. Loskan. Boy. Oskanai.
And moving into the energy of the inner adult, the lower right chamber of the heart, and releasing all the doing that your inner adult has been busy with.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Releasing all the stress that the adult is carrying from all the doing and forgetting how to fully be in the being.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And moving into the lower left chamber of the heart with the inner warrior.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And releasing any
Yeah.
hypervigilance that your inner warrior may be holding on to. For the inner warrior is ready to take action whenever it is needed, but it does not need to stand ready to fight in every moment. For this is a moment of peace and tranquility, and the warrior can gently rest.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And also releasing the battle within yourself. When we speak negatively to ourselves,
Yeah.
hold unrealistic expectations,
Yeah.
we create a battle within our own energy and bringing that to a peaceful place.
Yeah. Yeah.
filled with love and compassion and forgiveness for yourself,
Yeah.
for all the struggles that you have gone through, that you experience.
Rồi. Rồi này vậy.
And moving into the upper left chamber of your heart and accessing and clearing your inner sage, the wise one that you've carried with you through each and every lifetime, who holds all the knowledge that you have ever accumulated.
Rồi.
And opening and expanding your ability to hear and receive that inner knowing.
Rồi. Rồi.
Trusting the inner knowing without doubt.
Rồi. 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 Rồi.
And moving into the third chakra, the solar plexus just below your rib cage, and beginning to clear any energy around fear that you may be holding on to. And fear manifests in many different ways. You may experience fear as anxiety.
Rồi. 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 Rồi này. Rồi.
You may experience it as stress or as overwhelm.
Rồi. Rồi. Rồi.
You may experience it as frustration or resentment.
Rồi. Rồi.
Anger, even righteous anger.
Rồi.
None of that is meant to be held, but to be experienced and released in the moment.
Rồi. Rồi.
Releasing any energy of judgment, whether it is you being judged by others or you judging others
Rồi.
by making assumptions.
Rồi. Rồi. Rồi.
Any energy that may be squeezing your fullest version of yourself. Anything squeezing, contracting your self-esteem,
Rồi. Rồi. Rồi.
your self-worth.
Rồi. 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 Rồi.
Releasing your organs from having to work so hard.
Rồi. Rồi.
The liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas, the kidneys, the stomach, the spleen,
Rồi.
your digestive tract.
Rồi. Rồi.
Any part of your energy body that is
Rồi.
impacting your organs. And now moving down into your second chakra,
yeah,
right below your belly button.
yeah, yeah,
Releasing any energy connected to relationships, but in particular this evening, any energy around sex, money, or power. Any of that energy that may be out of sync, out of balance, out of harmony.
yeah,
For all those should be in an equality of giving and receiving,
yeah,
in the water flow of abundance
yeah,
and creation. Releasing any energy of abuse, of any of those, the impact of power in the dark energy, in negativity.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And how that's impacted any relationships you've had with other people, with other things.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And now moving down into the first chakra, near the base of your tailbone, releasing any energy that has caused you to feel unsafe or insecure in your environment, in your body, in your life.
Yonayi, Yonayi,
Bringing balance and a strong foundation for you to build and create your life.
yeah,
From this morning, this evening onward.
yeah, yeah,
And allowing the energy that you've released to continue to go down your legs, past your thighs, past your knees, down your calves and your shin bones,
yeah,
down your ankles, your feet, and out your feet into the ground, into the earth. So picture it moving down a cord or down roots like a tree, or just imagine Mother Earth coming up and taking it from you so that it goes down through the floor, down through the foundation of the building that you may be in, through the layers of earth and rock, down miles and miles into the center of the earth, passing old bones and civilizations, minerals and crystals, until it reaches the very molten lava center of the earth.
Yeah.
And allow your energy to anchor here. Whether you imagine your cord or your roots wrapping around a giant rock or a giant tree or a dinosaur bone, whether it wraps right around the heart of the Earth Mother herself.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And then allow Grandmother Earth to fill you with the original energy of creation that she holds within her heart. And allow it to come in and fill all those places, those nooks and crannies where you released energy that no longer serves you. And allow yourself to feel filled up. So as it comes up your feet and your legs, you may feel warmth or tingling.
Yeah.
And allowing it to come past your knees and your thighs and into your hips. And really allow it to fill your whole pelvic floor. So it holds like a giant bowl so that you can access this energy at any moment that you need it.
Yeah.
And allowing it to move up your spinal column, supporting you, holding you, nurturing you, and moving up past your second chakra, through your lower organs, through your digestive tract, past your womb, your reproductive organs, filling and calming all of your hardworking, detoxing organs, your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your gallbladder, your kidneys, even your adrenal glands, allowing those to fill and calm.
Yeah.
And up through your stomach, filling in your lungs and your rib cage, and even your heart in all four chambers. And allowing your heart to just stretch a little bit to hold even more love and even more compassion.
Yeah.
For yourself first, and then to share with others.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And then allowing the healing energy to move down your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands. Releasing and filling all of those spaces.
Yeah.
And then moving up your neck and into your skull. And even all the way out the top of your head. Allowing it to cascade over you like a giant fountain or a volcano. And as that energy comes down and around you, allow it to cleanse and restore and repair your auric layers. For your aura is your immune system. and shields and protects you.
Yeah.
Allow it to work through the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual layers, as well as out through your karmic debt and your past lives.
Yeah.
Reminding you that your aura is in front of you and behind you. Don't forget that space behind your heart in the middle of your back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also on either side of you. And above you and below you. And below you, it goes through the earth. Doesn't stop on the surface, but goes beneath.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you have any places where you're still feeling discomfort, allow the divine energy to go to that place and gently release the stuck energy that is causing you discomfort in this moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we send out healing energy in this moment to anyone in need, anyone who's requested help, knowing that all healing done here is for the good of all and harm to none, including ourselves.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And take a moment of gratitude to thank your spiritual team for guiding you and showing you how you hold energy, what may be stuck and may be ready to leave.
Yeah.
And now gently allow any additional energy to go down into the earth to be composted. It is turned into clean water, clean air, clean food for us to eat, safety and shelter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And gently begin to dissolve your meditation. And you can do that by feeling the weight of your body, the gravity pushing down on you. Feel your muscles on top of your bones, your connection to the floor or to the chairs or the bed, whatever you may be sitting on, laying on. Feel the clothes on your body, the texture and how that resides with you. You may feel air blowing over you. You may sense light or sound in your area.
Yeah.
So really use all of your senses to return to this moment as you are dissolving your meditation. Welcome back. Hope that was good for people. So I am going to draw cards now for messages for people. So if you would like to receive a message, you simply need to type in yes, please. Try to only type that in one time, please, so that I can get to everybody. I want to make sure that I get to everybody. And today I'm going to try to be a little knowledgeable and write down who I draw cards for. So I'm going to start with Rob, who's asked for cards for him and Julie. So Rob, let's start with your card. So your card here, I don't know if you can see it, is unity. And unity is the card that is when many ideas and many people begin to come together and join forces in a creative way. What I'm feeling is a collaboration type of energy. What comes to mind is, collaborating on a song. You have the singer and the people who play the instruments, and they may all know the song, but they have their own interpretation and the way they bring that to light and they bring that out to the world. And that's when they come together with one vision. So on anything that we're working on, the more people who are connected to our intention and the more people who are focusing on the vision with us, the faster it materializes in the physical plane. So when we create unity with other people that we share a similar vision with, we can create change at a more rapid pace. It's the, two brains are better than one, and three, that the more you add it, it's like it becomes unstoppable. So this is a time for you to start bringing that energy of collaboration together on a particular vision. And hopefully you have a sense of what that is. And when you do that, you create almost like your own horror line for the vision of what you're doing. So for me, in the creation of my school, having other people hold the vision with me helped create the school as its own being. And that created its own horror line. And that was all about bringing the unity of multiple people helping me hold that vision and how that would influence their life as well. So I'm feeling that energy for you. And now for Julie.
Yeah.
Julie's card, let me see if I can get it in the right spot. It's always difficult for me, is truth. So this is all throat chakra, baby. So this is about speaking your heart's truth, the authentic truth, not the triggered truth. And so lots of times our ego gets involved and we think with our brain rather than feel with our heart what the truth is. Sometimes knowledge gets in our way. We get very caught up in the knowing. And our brain only holds the possibilities we've ever experienced. So truth sometimes lies outside of our own life experience. So this is about reaching into your heart chakra, reaching into your higher self, and allowing that energy to speak your truth and allow your voice to be heard. Stop second guessing yourself and doubting, because those two things squash the truth, your own truth, and don't allow other people to have you change your truth, because your truth is yours. their truth may be theirs, and it doesn't have to be the same. So just remember to hold your own truth in the moment. All right, Karen. Let's see what your card is.
Yeah.
Your card, dear, is abundance. Nice. We all like that card, right? So this is it. This is the time of creation energy for you. And how good can you stand it? Sometimes we have things happen for a reason in our lives. Sometimes the chaos and the negative things or things that feel negative happen. And it's because it was clearing ways for wonderful things to come in, for abundance to come in. Old things have to go out. And things that are done, things that have learned their lesson or allowed us to learn our lesson, those things can fade away and out of our lives. So this is about, you've done a lot of clearing, or a lot of clearing has happened to you on a universal level. And so all of that was intentional to create room for abundance. You have some big dreams that you would like, and many people who would love to see that come to fruition. So that abundance is necessary. So be in a space of gratitude for all that comes through, and even for all that needs to be released, because you know it's making room for that bigger, fuller version of yourself and your mission to take place and to happen. All right, Lindsay, let's see what your card is, dear. Your card is patience. I think this is a tough one for you sometimes, huh? Tough one for all of us sometimes. Patience is a lesson that we all have to do at various points in time. It is very difficult. We're in a society and a culture where everything is instant gratification. And this is not that time for you. So this is a time where you may need to sit in a sense of being a little uncomfortable, because that's how change comes about. There's nothing for you to do. So stop the lists of things that you could be doing or how you should do things, and just allow yourself to be. And the more you're able to be just you without doing, that what is coming will be able to arrive sooner. But you are in a lesson of patience, and there's no timetable on that. The more anxious and impatient we get, the more we push that thing away, and we have to do the lesson even longer. So being okay with the discomfort and the impatience, and just saying, I get it, I love myself, but this is just a period of waiting for me. Phew. All right, Cassandra. Your card, dear, is acceptance. So acceptance is, begins with self-love. You are who you are. And if other people aren't comfortable with that, that is their problem. And the discomfort you have is related to accepting who you are and where you are going in your life right now. Opening your spiritual path and opening your spiritual mission is not easy. But the more we avoid it, the more we create emotional, physical, and mental pain in our lives. And it takes a lot more courage to walk your spiritual path and accept who you are than to be who everybody else wants you to be, if that makes sense to you. So this is a time for you to just accept who you are, where you are, and love yourself. Love yourself no matter where you are on your journey, because you're the only one on the physical plane who can do that fully, without conditions. All right, Mary.
Yeah.
Your card is persistence. So persistence is all about doing, which may sound very contradictory to what I said to Cassandra. This is repetition. I know you sing and understand music, and so practice makes perfect, right? You don't just sing something perfectly off the bat. You need to work at it, and that persistence pays off. And for you, persistence sometimes is, at the moment, that's how you're going to move forward. You just keep doing what you're doing. And you may not see it, you may not feel like anything's changing, anything's shifting, but it's the dedication that the divine is looking for. And the dedication comes up from doing it over and over again and showing up over and over again. And that is, the reward will be there from all the hard work and from all the dedication. It feels even more like dedication to your shifting and your changing and just really building your spiritual practice along with your physical life. And so that is just keep on keeping on. All right. Nice. All right, Christina, let's see what's in store for you today. All right, your card, dear, is resolution. So resolution is great, because that's conclusion, a conclusion to something that's been up in the air for a while. It's that chaotic energy that we sometimes get caught up in because we're creating change. We're doing all this shifting and we're creating all this change, and it can feel overwhelming. And so things are about to settle and come to a conclusion. Don't get stuck in the conclusion, because you know that the conclusion is the doorway for a new beginning. But things are going to get resolved and feel complete, so that it's not all hanging over your head quite the same way. This is a time of completion for you. And so I feel like it'll be a time where you can finally take a deep breath and let all that anxiousness that accompanied all the chaos that's been going on for you. So good for you. All right, Cindy Lynn, let's see what's in store for you. So your card, dear, is pathways. So pathways is, I love to think of it as, we come to a fork in a road, right? There's so many times when we're like, which way should I go? But for you, there's like, it's not a fork, it's like a tree. So there are many different ways that you can get where you're going. And all you have to do is choose. They will all get you there. And the pathways are all guided by different members of your spiritual team. So feeling into who you're most connected to, or the energy that most resonates with you, even the color that most resonates with you, and allow that to be your guide. So there are going to be many doorways that are opening, many ways that you can go. It's almost like endless opportunities, multiple doors of opportunity, and none of them is the right door. They're all the right door. So just be open to many more possibilities than you can even imagine, because sometimes we restrict our options by thinking we only have 2 choices or we only have 3 choices. Take a deep breath and really allow the possibility that you may have hundreds, thousands of choices coming your way. And they're all good, and it's all meant to grow who you are. So that's really cool. I think that's great for you. All right, Neshi. So Neshi, your card is Illumination. Nice. And this is all about lighting your personal light. Sometimes the illumination comes down from the divine, and we experience it within our body, and we have this aha moment, this like, yes, that's how I'm supposed to do this moment. So you may have some of that energy coming in. The other thing that happens in the illumination is that you light your own personal fire so that you're shining brighter. So allow the illumination to come in, all of those aha moments and connection to come in, to spark and ignite the fire that lies within you. And that allows you to take fuller action and allows you to shine brightly for others, because as healers, we are meant to shine our light so that people who are in the darkness can be guided back home, kind of like a lighthouse. You're like a beacon of the lighthouse. So this is a time for the divine to fill you to a fuller, brighter sense of yourself so that you can shine even more brightly and inspire and guide. That's the best word, I guess. More people back to who they are. And you do that magnificently here at Star Nation. So the idea of you having more illumination is really, really cool. It's exciting for me and those of us around here. Hi, Mary Ellen. Let me see if I can get that to go the right way. It's a hard card to get to center. Divine Companion. There we go. Divine Companion. Jeez, was having a hard time getting that one too, Mary Ellen. So Divine Companion is, some people will see it as their guardian angel. I see it as any one of your spiritual team who is currently ready to walk the red road with you. So whoever is part of your spiritual team right now that is ready to come to the forefront and help guide you on this chapter of your life right now. One of the things that we tend to forget is that they're right with us in each and every moment. So we can talk to them. We can ask for help or guidance on the little things. It doesn't have to be like earth-shattering. I'm the queen of asking for parking spaces, and being able to get through a store quickly, having not having to wait in line at a store when I'm checking out. Those are really little things, but it's exciting and happy when they happen for you, right? So I almost always get a spot within 3 spaces of the door. And it's just how I ask my companions. It reminds me they're with me. So that when I learn how to ask for the little things, it doesn't seem so hard to ask for the big things. So reach out to your divine companion. Know that they're here as your spiritual partner. So if they were your best friend, how would you reach out? How would you ask? Because they are ready and willing to help you with anything in your life, any aspect. All right. So don't think it's too big or too small. All right. Adrian. Interesting. Your card is action. So I'm going to take a drink because that one hit me in the throat chakra. There we go. So it's time for you to use your voice and take some action. You know, sometimes we wait for the universe to do everything for us. The universe is going to provide, but we are an active participant in our own lives. So it's time for you to take action. What can you do to move your life forward? You've been stuck for a little while, and it's time for you to get out of your own way, because you are blocking energy from coming in. And so now there's like this whirlwind of, you know, no sitting on your laurels, no poor me, time for you to get up, get off your rear end and take action. Whatever that may be, and it doesn't have to be the right thing or the only thing, just start moving, start taking action, pick up the phone, you know, send out a bunch of resumes if you're looking for a new job, or just really start moving, because the inaction is really compressing your soul at the moment, and it's easy to get stuck. So it's time for you to get moving. Thanks, Neshi. I'm glad you like the color. I wondered how you guys liked the color of the pink on everything. All right, so Cindy Lynn, I did get a card for you. Okay, Rochelle. Hi, dearest. Let's see what your card is. Nice. So your card, dear, is positive outcome. So whatever's been going on, maybe it even has to do with your friend there, Deb, it's all positive. Everything that is going to happen is positive. Sometimes we have to go through these like difficult energies, physical pain, emotional pain, but all of it was meant to create new change and new growth for you. So this is like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and the end of the tunnel is like within reach at the moment. So it's right there, and it's all positive. It's all joyous. So all you have to do is sort of take a deep breath and just know that it's right there. And there's no need to make it happen because it's already done. So that's the biggest thing. So I'm happy for you. It looks like it's going to be really great coming up soon. All right, Crystal. All right, Crystal, your card is forgiveness. So forgiveness is always directed at self first. In any situation, no matter what's happened, no matter how upside down it may feel, we have to begin by forgiving ourselves first. Forgiving ourselves for creating this situation or being swept up into this situation. It may feel like it happened to you, but there was some positive reason that it was meant to be. But you have to go into your heart space and allow it to be okay. That, you know, relationships end, you know, arguments happen. It's all about creating change. And, you know, you were doing the best that you could. And so were the people that you are connected to. So it may not have been what people wanted, but it was literally the best that anybody could do. So forgive yourself for all of that. And there's a lot of heaviness
Yeah.
around some righteous anger and some judgment and some resentment. So allowing that sort of triad to dissipate, because it puts a lot of stress around your third chakra, all in your solar plexus. So also be mindful that in this space, when that quiet the inner critic, because we often bully ourselves. And so this is time for you to like really step into a space of, I did the best I could, and that is good enough. And I can take action to create change if I choose to, but I don't have to live in the past and worry about what was. It's time to be in the now. All right, Christine.
Yeah.
All right. Your card, Christine, is reflection.
Okay.
So reflection is a time of introspection. It's a time when we get quiet and we look at all sides of the situation. We look at what's occurring in our lives and maybe why it's occurring. And it's a time to connect to our spiritual team and to the divine, and get some intuitive guidance from your inner knowing. But there's been a lot of swirling energy that was causing where we are and where we're headed. And that's what the quiet time of reflection is for.
Okay.
All right, Rochelle, for your friend Deb. All right. So Deb, your card is simplicity. So, nothing gets simpler, I know this sounds strange, as being in a hospital. But sometimes when we get so busy and we get caught up in the doing, we forget how to be. And in the hospital, you just get to be. Other people are taking care of you, keeping an eye on you, helping you heal, and you're in a space of allowing. And in the simplicity is allowing your life to get more quiet, and notice how things are still getting done and things are still getting taken care of without you being so crazy busy in the doing. We run ourselves ragged and we get all these warning signs that we need to take care of ourselves. And so this is a time where you just get to stop and take care of yourself and allow everybody else to do that, and let go of all the doing and just be in each and every moment. And every breath that you can have that's in gratitude will help you heal even more quickly. And I know it's hard to feel grateful for what's going on in the hospital, but maybe be grateful for all of this, the support team that's around you taking care of you, and the good friends who care enough to connect you to your soul when you're in need. All right? Great. Mary.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Mary, your card is self-mastery. So we all go through spiritual lessons that we are meant to learn in each lifetime. And this is a time period where you're beginning to master one of those lessons. And as we come into that state of mastery, generally that's a time when we get to now share what we've learned with others. So, I share, about my post-traumatic stress disorder. I have done tremendous work on healing that, so it's not active in my body 95% of the time. Every so often when I'm not feeling my best or I get too busy in the doing, it'll flare up. But that has basically disappeared from my life. And I share my techniques and my healing and my what I've done to get there with as many people as I can, because there's so many people who need help with that. And you've come into a state of mastery about something in particular. And now it's your turn to start sharing that. And because of that mastery, we are more centered in who we are, and we're more centered in our spiritual mission and what we are meant to do. And even if there's a little bit of confusion on like, how am I supposed to do that? Remember, it's not a doing, it's a being. And so congratulations on coming into a completion on one of your spiritual tasks in this lifetime. And Rochelle, I did send healing energy to Deb when we were in the meditation. All right, Michelle, nice to see you. Your card, sweetheart, is contemplation, which is very similar to the reflection card. So contemplation for you is, it's a time for you to check in and for you to sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a different stream. So you have some choices that you are going through or are about to go through. And so this is a don't leap and take action too quickly, but take time to really contemplate which way each choice will take you. Remember, in the choosing, to be as in alignment with your soul as you can be. Because sometimes we get distracted with shiny things. And so you want, as some choices are coming up right now, don't make any quick decisions. Take some time to meditate on it, to weigh the pros and cons, and to really get quiet about it. Because you can get really spinny in the head and all the what ifs. So this is for you. These choices are coming in. You need to take a step back and you need to take some time to make the decision. So contemplate all the variations that that choice can make and choose in alignment with your soul's path.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Jackie. All right, Jackie, your card is strategy. So strategy is, you've got the goal in mind. You've got the thing that you want, the vision. You have the vision. Now you need to implement it. And so there are always things to do to take steps in the direction of having that come into fruition, to come into being. So you are at a point right now where it's time to create a strategy. Like if you want something to happen 6 months from now, well, what needs to happen 3 months from now to make sure that that will occur? What needs to happen a month from now to make sure that that will occur? What needs to be taken care of this week? And break it down into bite-sized chunks. And each chunk is a step in the direction of the vision. Anything that is not stepping in the direction of the vision is a distraction and needs to be discarded. And doesn't mean it doesn't need to get done. It just means somebody else can do it. So delegate a lot. But it's time for you to create sort of an action plan, a strategy to accomplish, because you have a pretty big vision that they are trying to help you implement. So it's going to take a little planning for that to all fall in the time frame that you want it to. If you don't create a strategy, it's going to take a lot longer for it to come to you, like years. But if you plan a strategy, we're talking months instead of years. So it is well worth your time to do that. All right, Deborah. Let's see. Deborah, your card is listen. So this is another time to get quiet. Your spiritual team has been trying to communicate with you. It's been sending you some messages and you have been unable to hear. And sometimes that's the noise in our head that's keeping us from hearing. Sometimes it's the noise around us. We have the TV going, the computer, the music, the traffic going by, the air conditioner. It's like too noisy for us to hear. And so this is inviting you to take some time throughout your day where you actually, even if you set an alarm that for 30 seconds every hour, you stop and you listen. That will open the pathway of communication with your spiritual team, and it'll allow you to receive the information that they've been trying to get to you. Sometimes we have to make a practice of listening because we get so caught up in our lives and our doing that we don't stop. And so this is about like getting quiet throughout your day. And you may need to plan it initially to make it happen. But that will help you get clearer messages and to be heard more clearly, because when we can't listen, we can't be heard. So that's the big thing. All right. Oh, Mary, nice to see you. Woohoo! Awesome. Oh, I take it you liked the meditation, Rob. That's great. Nice. Karen is saying thank you for the clearing. Even through the pain, been grateful. Yes, you are so welcome. Hi, Ellen. Nice to see you this evening. Of course, we'll pull a card for you. So your card, dear, is shelter. So shelter is a place where we feel held and loved and taken care of. And sometimes we think somebody else is supposed to be our shelter, but we are always supposed to be our own shelter. We can rely on other people to be there with us, but when we ask them to take care of us when we don't need it, that's not shelter. So what is coming up is that you are creating sort of your cocoon that's taking care of you. And shelter also brings you financial abundance and security. It provides not only for a place for you to feel safe, but it also provides you with your sense of home. So remember that shelter is not always just a physical home, because you can feel held and sheltered by your community. And, here at Star Nations, we're a sacred cocoon for you to explore who you are. And so we provide a sense of shelter and safety, a container for you to express that and feel that and learn how to grow that. So that is another form of shelter. My school is a shelter as well, because it's a sacred container where you get to release what you need to, but you're held and supported. So it's sort of like all of those pieces interwoven. Hope that makes sense for you. All right, Lynette. Your card, dear, is ingenuity. Nice. So ingenuity is, you've been getting some divine downloads, some aha moments, some inspiration, and it's time to take those inspirational ideas and act on them. You know, the people who've created the most change have taken a thought and really run with it. It's led to amazing inventions and beautiful artwork and beautiful music. And afterwards, people are like, that was such a genius idea. And you have that. And something's going on with you. So I don't know what this ingenuity is, but it's like a unique way of doing something or a unique way of being something. And you're meant to share that because other people need that spark of inspiration that you have been given. And you're not meant to hold on to it. You're meant to share it. So this is really exciting. I can't wait to see or hear what this may be about, but we're all here supporting you because that spark is something we all need. All right. Nice. All right. A lot of thank yous. Hi, Marlene. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. All right, Marlene, your card is healing. Good show for you to be on then if you needed healing. So you are in the process of moving some things in your life, and it can feel really rough around the edges. But what's happening is that you're healing on a soul level. So any physical, emotional, mental pain that you may be going through, you are in the process of healing those old wounds. So this is also a reminder to get healing, however that works for you, whether you do, you get an energy healing from someone like me, or you might get a massage because that's healing, or maybe you go to the spa and, it's healing to get a facial or to get a manicure and a pedicure and just allow somebody to pamper you. And maybe you, go somewhere quiet on vacation. But this is a time for healing your soul. And so remember that healing happens with the support of others. We do our own work. We do our own self-healing. It's not that we don't. But when someone else bears witness to what you're going through and helps you along on that journey, the healing happens even faster. It happens faster when it's witnessed by another. So I encourage you to seek assistance in your healing journey. All right. Mary. You're the third Mary. Your card, dear, is everlasting life. So everlasting life is a reminder that you are a divine spirit having a human experience, that you are more than just your physical body. And when we get caught up in thinking that that's all we are is this human being, then we forget the vastness of who we truly are. So it's just a reminder to check into your spiritual team, to check into your own divinity, and really remember the fullness of who you are. You're this magnificent creature in this physical container at the moment, and there's no limitations. Life can be like limitations, and there's no limitations in everlasting life. So release all the limitations that others have placed on you and that you're placing on others, because then you can really step into the full divine being that you are. All right, Amy. All right, Amy, your card is treasure. Nice. So there are many things to do with treasure. And basically, this one is that you've kept something hidden within you. It's a treasure. You are a treasure. And that thing is meant to be shared with others. You've kept it under lock and key for a while and haven't let it out. We all go through that where we feel uncomfortable being who we are fully. But what's hidden underneath there is a unique treasure. And it's golden to someone, and it's in a place where it's time for it to be seen. It's time for you to shine who you are, because you have this beautiful being that and this really strong gift or gifts that are ready to be shared. So take them out of the box and start using them, because somebody else needs them. They're valuable to them. All right? All right, sweetie. Hi, Ingrid. I'm so glad you're Marlene's friend, that you're here. All right. What a beautiful card for you, too. So your card, Ingrid, is blessing. So this is a divine recognition that you are a blessing to others, that the divine is giving you a blessing because maybe you've forgotten how important and magnificent that you are. And so every obstacle that you may have been going through recently, there's a gift underneath and on the other side. So you move through all the chaos, and there's this beautiful, wonderful blessing that's on the other side that you didn't even know was there. So your strength and your perseverance of going through that is, it showed your resilience and your determination and your divine spark. And now, because of that, you are being honored as being a blessing, but you are also being given a blessing from the divine as well. And that can show up as an actual thing, as an actual gift. And I'm feeling that it's kind of both. So remember who you are, because you're quite an exquisite being. Nice. And yes, Marlene, I pulled your card for Ingrid. I'm sorry that you were kicked off, Lynette. All right, Karen. Let's give you your card, dear. So your card is gratitude. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Maybe you can see it now. So gratitude is when we activate gratitude in our lives, we open so many more possibilities. Think about as a child that, or as an adult, when people say thank you for a gift, how it makes you feel. And when they don't and they just sort of snatch it, there's a letdown. So when we have gratitude with our spiritual team and with the divine for each and every little exquisite thing, our life begins to expand and open with ease and grace. So it's reminding you to have gratitude for the little things in the life, those little blessings. And a wonderful practice that I give as an assignment to my students sometimes is to begin creating a gratitude list, listing, 5 things each day that you're grateful for. Or even just, you could even do it on Facebook. Post one thing every day that you're grateful for, and do it for a few weeks or a month, and just see how when you start to do that, that the list becomes longer and longer and longer. And you don't even know how to list all the things you're grateful for. Where initially it might be hard to come up with, one or two things. Then all of a sudden you're overflowing with things to be grateful for. So that's from your spiritual team. Have gratitude for the little things, because sometimes we're always looking for the next big thing and we miss all those little beautiful signs. So yes, have some moments of gratitude, dear. Thank you. All right, Courtney. Let's see, Courtney. Your card, my dear, is creation. Nice. So creation energy is, it operates out of the second chakra, and it we can use our throat as well in it. But when we're in creation mode, we're literally creating, making the next thing that's going to happen in our lives. So you're in a time of creation. So be very mindful of what you are thinking about and what you're focusing your intention on, because that's what you're going to create. So if you are worried about something, you're going to create things to worry about. But if you are focused on the beauty of the next thing and the clearness of the vision, that's what you will create. The clearer and the more focus you have on your creation energy, the more quickly it will come to you as well. So this is a really abundant type of energy. And I haven't spoken of it on this show in a while, but at trinityhealingsanctuaries.com, my website for my services and the oil blends that I channel and have created from channeling the recipes. There's one called Creativity, and it's great when you're in creation mode. There's also one called Abundance, depending on what you are doing for creation, but that is the big one. All right, so really, really work on that. Thank you, Neshi, for sharing. Woohoo! So my products and services are at trinityhealingsanctuaries.com. And you can always message me also through this page, Chakra Sessions. You can send a message and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. All right. Yes, Molly, you may have a card. Oh, this is perfect for you, Molly. So your card, sweetie, is, I don't know if you can see it beneath here, is called Heart Space. So in the heart space, that's where you're meant to be. That's where your strength is, right? So this is a time when you really want to expand your heart energy, not to hold just your physical heart and your heart chakra, but to hold the universal heart energy as well, this color pink heart. And so this is when you shine your heart and you share your heart and all of the unconditional love that you hold for other people, for the planet, for other creatures, and let your heart be your guide. Sometimes people get all caught up in their thinking brain and allow the thinking brain and the inner critic to take over. But you, sweetheart, are a huge feeler, and so you are meant to use your heart as your guiding light. And so it's reminding you to go back into your heart, connect into your heart, and use that space to make all of your decisions and all of your choices. Nice. Woohoo. Karen, I did read for you. You were the third card that I pulled, sweetheart. So if as soon as we're in the recording, go back. You were right after Julie's card.
Yeah.
All right, Jolene. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. So Jolene, your card is Tapestry, my dear. So we are the weavers of our lives. And so there are many strands that are coming together right now. They may feel very disjointed. It may feel like things have been torn apart. But sometimes we, in our best creations, we have to unravel it and start again. And so this is a time when you're pulling those strands back together. They're starting to make a picture that you can see. They're starting to be in a place where you can you finally getting a nudge of the vision of what's meant to be. So keep weaving those strands together and keep your eye on what's unfolding in what you are doing. There's a lot of love energy connected to the weaving. And I often, when I'm in a tapestry kind of energy myself, I will call in Grandmother Spider, because she is the ultimate weaver, right? The webs that she creates and the connections that she creates. And so sometimes it helps to bring things closer together so that it's right there waiting for us in the weaving. So terrific. Oh, Marlene said it made her tear up. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you saw that. I didn't realize you were Julie's cousin. Nice. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed being here. So the last thing, on the agenda is this is where you can go to starnations.org to purchase Star Nations magazine. I am a contributing writer for that, and I talk about all things energy and all things chakra. And this August issue that's coming out soon in a few days, I really open up about some of my personal traumatic journey and how to move through that energy in a healing way and in a full way. And it's meant to be shared with all of you. So any of you who might be in Rutland, Vermont, or not far from there, come visit me this Saturday at the Enlightenment Fair. And we will be there giving free healing and sharing our essential oils. And with that, guys, I will be here next Tuesday on Chakra Sessions at noon, where we talk about all things chakras, and we focus on one particular area to do a healing with. And then I'll be back next Wednesday evening at 7 Eastern Standard Time for Soul Connections. And we do our healing and our messages for the divine. And I am so excited. So nice. Perfect, dear. I will be in touch. You will be in touch. And with that, you guys have a beautiful rest of your weekend. And I'll see you next time. Bye.